Hey guys, welcome back to another Samurai Siege video. I'm now going to take you a look at my new Castle Level 8 layout. Now it is quite unusual, but I have been experimenting with this for the last 2 weeks and been making some modifications to it as I go along. So let me give you a rundown of the ideas behind this design. First, you'll notice that I have nothing between my two layers of walls. This is to try and keep troops attacking around in a circle, clearing as many towers as possible. Once all that area is cleared, I think I will at least have about 60% damage, so I will be getting quite a decent shield. 40% damage is 10 hours I think, so that's pretty good if you can manage to get all of these towers cleared. So I have all of my resources on the inside except for a few wells and markets. So the core is my main area. I'm protecting everything, so I will be trying to keep the enemy outside for as long as possible. Now they will stay out. If they are using commanders, they will jump from archer tower to archer tower. They won't see these cannons and drum guns as the next closest tower because of the 2 layers of walls. Even if they were to breach 2 levels of walls, they may still path from archer tower to archer tower before going inside. So in order for the enemy to get inside, they will either have to clear all of this area first to get for the troops to think that this is the next closest tower, or just clear, maybe can get away with 1 archer tower and use some rams to get in. Then maybe they will path this way, but it's still a toss-up whether they'll go left or right. So I am trying to keep my enemies walking around the outside as long as possible. I do have my stronger walls on the inside, so if troops do make it through, they will take longer to get through the golden walls there, the level 8 walls. Also I have some hidden traps here. Behind each of these trees there's a gap in the wall, so except for this one there's a trap behind each one. There's a freeze trap right here, so if they do break the walls, troops will be filtered through this gap over the freeze trap. Then that will give the lightning tower and other cannons etc. in range to take them down while they're frozen. Likewise here there's a freeze trap and another one here. So I've given them the illusion that there's 2 layers of solid walls here, but there's a gap in each side for filtering. Secondly, I'm using all of my assassin's dens and jade lines in the core as well. I want them only to be activated when the enemy reaches the core, so they will stall the enemy while my defensive towers take them down. Likewise with the alliance portal, I only want that triggered when the enemy comes within range of the core. So I don't want these on the outside because they will get triggered and they'll be gone. If there's a second attack, then they're useless to me. So they're more effective on the inside if troops happen to get this far. I'm still protecting my castle, however it's still a bit vulnerable from this side. But at least while they get stuck on that, they will be getting hammered by these cannons, so I'm trying to reduce their numbers as much as possible before they reach the core. I do have some walls around the essence storage to help prevent ninjas level 4 onwards from throwing stars at them on their way in. As you've seen from my previous video about ninjas, they can take down a storage before they even reach it. So I'm also filtering troops over the the bomb traps as well. So if ninjas were to path around, they may get blown up before they get to take the storage down. I do always have a free carpenter as well, so I'm always spending my coins on walls. So when I do go offline, the only thing I'm really defending is my essence So I do have the coin storages further outside, trying to keep all of the essence storage closer to the middle. This is a low level, so I've got that further out. It does only hold 1.8 million at this level, level 9, so that's 360,000 I can lose from that. There's other things here. This is very prone to snowball scrolls. If I were to get snowballed across this line here, the area of effect would take down both of these towers here, as well as this freeze tower, another lightning tower. The two lightning towers are not in the best place right now. Lightning towers are the best defense against healers and Essence Master, so having this snowballed is a pretty bad placement. Also with freeze scrolls, I have 3 close towers here and 2 close here, so that's prone to freeze scrolls, especially this 3. People are more likely to freeze your lightning towers if they're using a healer or Essence Master, so you've got to watch that. However, I am trying to combat that by using the freeze traps here, so if they do freeze my lightning tower, the troops may path over the freeze trap and get stalled long enough for the freeze scroll to wear off. That has happened to me many times. So I think that's all to discuss here. You'll notice that I do have my archer towers 1 square further behind my surrounding towers. I've pulled these markets and wells 1 square out, so if archers were to come in from anywhere here, they would target the wells and other towers before the archer tower, so that helps take the enemy down a bit longer, keeps the archer towers alive a bit longer. I do not have any towers between the 2 layers, so that helps prevent the enemy from wanting to pass through the wall. I do have some extra walls on the outside to help prevent rams from getting through, as well as a few walls here. That has worked quite a lot as well. So let's take a look at my defensive replays to help better understand the design I've chosen here. I did get attacked by a huge cock this morning, but he didn't get any of my resources, so we'll look at that one later. But first I'll scroll down and show you how well I defended. 66% was mostly from outside towers. And here's a 62%. They used a healer and 3 snowballs. Surprised I didn't get much from that. This one at 76%, 4 freeze scrolls and healer Essence Master combo again. He used the freeze scrolls on the lightning towers, but I still managed to survive 100% there. I think he only got half the storage. 68% for another 200,000. I got away with that one. Another healer, but a nice percentage there. 100% there again. 4 free scrolls, so no surprises, they did well. Along with the Essence Master, I believe they used the scrolls on the lightning towers again. 2 lightning towers is just not enough to defend. The 37% defense uses fire scrolls, believe it or not. The 146 archers got stuck in a circle, but unfortunately they were too weak to go all the way around the outside, so I only got 30-minute shield. Now these 2 defences happened just before the weekend contest, so the shield times were halved. At 2 AM I got 50% attack. They did get to my core, however they only got half of the storage. This 50% attack only got me a 5-hour shield while I was sleeping, so within 10 minutes of that expiring I got attacked again, and no surprises, they got 100% with free scrolls and healer, taking out my lightning. I didn't have any Alliance portal troops left or assassin stands, so it's no surprises they did well there. And going back further, we will have Grandmaster Mike. Scroll down. 70%. Small amount of essence. They use 2 scrolls and once again healer and essence master. Overpowered combo there. 80% with yet another 3 snowballs and 4 essence masters. So I lost a lot there. That's pretty much hard to defend no matter what you do, no matter what castle level you have. Another unfortunate 39%, but they were level 3 troops. Level 3 troops just don't seem to be able to get all the way around the outside. My cannons tend to destroy them. A 94% there from Lockie further down. 84%, sorry. 3 snowballs again, they're very overpowered. Lost just about everything there. Another 37% from low level troops. 76% from 4 snowballs again, but didn't get all the loot. 52% got about half the loot there as well. Another 54% from healer essence master combo. Maybe half the loot there. So as you see, I don't do too bad from defences. So this layout does trick a lot of people and it gets their troops stuck in a loop. So let's take a look at this 66% replay from this morning and you'll see just exactly how it works. So here you can see I have a lot of loot. He's dropped I think 19 Oni trolls at once with the commander. So they're targeting the archer tower first. They now see that these 2 archer towers are the next closest. They split in half. But since the archers took this archer tower down, they now see this cannon as the next closest defensive tower, so they are pathing into the middle. But the others are stuck in a loop, walking around the outside from tower to tower. They've triggered off my freeze trap, sorry. But now they've summoned my alliance portal. They're in range of that, so as soon as it unfreezes, I'll have my dragon coming out, courtesy of Master Yoda. So the dragon's doing quite a good job at this stage. Still got those troops walking around the outside. Now those troops here have taken quite a lot of damage with the cannons. These other Onis got stuck on that freeze trap, so the lightning tower was quite effective at taking them down. Dragon's really helping out a lot here. So the archers have gone, I'm just left with Oni trolls. So they're pretty slow, they're going to take a lot of damage from that lightning tower, cannons. And those assassin's dens really helped a lot too. So I have 3 heavy. So that's it. They hardly made it into the core. 66%, most of that coming from the outside towers, which they successfully cleared. Then that forced them to walk through the walls. So that's how it works. Works pretty well for me. I've gone as high as 1900 honour for most of those defences. This one was 900 honour, but I still survived around the 1900 range quite well. So you're quite welcome to try this layout. This is Castle 8. If you are Castle 7 you will have 50 walls less, so you will need to shrink the core. Castle 8 only gets 2 extra defensive towers, so you can afford to shrink it more. And you could also take out some of these wells and markets as well. I'm using the wells and markets on the inside as padding, so if ninjas were to come in here they would get stuck on these wells before they path into the storage. But you could always take some of those out to clear the space to reduce if you have less walls. So give it a go if you want. The secret to getting into the core is clearing the outside towers first. So once people figure that out, this may become a lot easier to destroy. However, it's still tricking a lot of the less experienced players, and it manages to give you a shield. So I'm sticking to this for now. The snowballs are quite overpowered, so I'm hoping they will nerf these once the Christmas theme is finished. I do believe the snowballs will become boulders, so they will still be around. You will need to switch around the lightning towers, since that is quite prone to the snowballs, and I need to move those around somehow. So give it a go if you like. Let me know what your success is like with this if you do try it, and I'll keep you informed of any changes I make. See you guys.